Y'all, I'm sharing my recipe for fancy green beans for your Christmas table. A lot of people, slowing down on the boiling. Let's get it kicked back up. Um, down south, we love our green beans cooked, the southern way. But these are so pretty and tasty for a more formal table. So I hope that you would try these. I've got 1.5 pounds of green beans, and I'm going to add them to the boiling water. It had been boiling real good until I took the lid off. All right, so I'm going to cook these for 4 to 5 minutes, until they turn a real pretty bright green.
Putting on the timer.
Okay, good. And can you get me a bowl of ice?
Thank you. Ready.
Thank you, Teresa. All right. So the green beans are in.
That's a big enough bowl.
Yeah, for starters, yeah. I'm going to get this pan going. And I'm putting in 2 slices of bacon. But I am going to cut it up a little bit. Oh, you know what? Sometimes it's just easier to cut bacon with the scissors. So that is what I'm going to do. Because you have to have a super sharp knife to cook something as sticky as bacon. Seeing these scissors reminds me of long, long ago when my children are little. I just did not have the money to go to a beauty shop. And so my children's father, Jimmy Deen, who thought there was nothing that he could not do, and he was real handy. I don't care what I asked him for, he could do it, and he was handy. He didn't have a lazy bone in his body. So I said, Jimmy, I cannot afford to go to the beauty shop. Would you cut my hair, please? And I mean, there's nothing that he wouldn't tackle. And so he got the very first piece and brought it up and had my hair between his fingers and cut the top of his knuckle off with those scissors. And I had to go to the emergency room. So I should have paid for a haircut rather than the emergency room, y'all. God love him. We lost him. It's been a year, hadn't it, Eddie?
It'll be
2 years?
2 years in December.
Lord have mercy. I can't hardly believe it's been 2 years. Oh, I forgot to put my lemon juice in the boiling water with the green beans. So the lemon juice will help keep them a pretty, pretty bright green color. Okay, we actually let those cook about 6 minutes, wouldn't you say, Teresa?
Yeah.
Okay.
We definitely went over the 4-minute mark.
Yes, but look, these are still nice and crisp. And I'm going to get them off of out of that hot water, because they'll continue to cook if I don't. And let me move that out of the way. Whoa. All right, I'm going to rinse these with cold water and try to cool them off a little bit so it won't melt all of my ice. Oh, these are pretty. And that lemon juice kept them pretty and green. All right, now we're going to switch again. Okay. Easy peasy. While our green beans are chilling, in fact, if you think they're cold enough, we actually need to drain them again, maybe pat them to get the water off. I've got our bacon cooking, and
I think they're good enough.
you can, oh yeah, I think so. So you can cook those as crisp as you want it. I'm not real crazy about getting them super crisp. So I'm going to add our bell pepper and our onions, and we're going to cook this for just a couple of more minutes because we want it to remain crispy as well. All right, so these are still kind of nice and crisp. So I'm going to take my teriyaki. That's a cross between teriyaki and karaoke. So what? Karaoke.
I was going, I'm not even following you.
All right, so I'm going to add our butter and a little bit of honey. And then, oh, here they are. All right, I'm going to put these back over the fire. And bring these back up to heat. They're cold as ice, Teresa, aren't they?
I know.
So this will be a fun way to eat your green beans, for a change. All right, and I'm going to add our cashews. You just want to stir everything around, get it mixed up. Look how pretty that is. Get everything hot again. Isn't that a pretty dish?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? What I would love to add, I even changed my own recipes. I'm telling y'all, I would love some portobello mushrooms sliced in that. But I could eat portobello mushrooms every day of my life. I love them so much. All right, so now we're going to pour our teriyaki and our honey and our butter over there. And that's going to be the sauce for these beautiful green beans.
Pretty.
Isn't that pretty? Beautiful for your Christmas table, y'all. Let's get some of our teriyaki sauce on this side.
Smells really good.
Doesn't it smell really good? It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
And it's not hard. Easy.
Oh,
Easy
it's
peasy
so
to make.
easy. So easy. I'm gonna dig in and try to get me a little bit of everything, the onions and I was just down in Jacksonville and a chef gave me a wok and I got to pull that wok. I can't talk today. I've talked too much. I got to pull his beautiful cookbook out in that wok and go to town.
Maybe after the holidays, that's what we can do.
That's what I was thinking. When we don't have so much on our plate, literally. Delicious. So I hope y'all love this for your Christmas table. Merry Christmas and love and best dishes. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.